Hello, my dear students. I hope you all are fit and fine. Today, we will be studying our fifth lesson, that is water, water everywhere. What are the topics we are going to study here? Sources of water, types of water sources, natural and man-made, water in our homes, and the last topic is water then and now. So, let's begin. We drink water every day, isn't it? We use water for bathing also. Do you know where this water comes from? All living things need water to live. We all get water from different sources. The main source of water is rain. The water from rain is also called rainwater. Rainwater goes to rivers, ponds, lakes, wells, streams, and waterfalls. These are called water bodies. Some other water bodies are seas and oceans. They are huge. They contain a large amount of water. So, rain is the main source of water. Rivers, streams, ponds, lakes, and wells are sources of water. Now we'll study about the sources of water. All water bodies are sources of water for living things. Trees get water from the rain. Animals get water from rivers, ponds, lakes, streams, and waterfalls. We get water from wells, rivers, lakes, ponds, and waterfalls. Water from these sources come through the taps and pipelines in our houses. We have water at home. We get water through the tap. But to the tap, from where does the water come? It comes from the tank. To the tank, it comes from the well or bore well, isn't it? So, this is how the water flows. Sources of water are of two types, that is natural sources and man-made or artificial sources. Now, what is natural source of water? The rain, the river, the pond, lake, ocean, sea, spring, waterfall, these are all natural sources of water. And what about man-made or artificial sources? Well, bore well, tube well, these are all man-made or artificial sources of water. Now, let's see this picture. What does this picture tell us? This picture tells us where are the water bodies getting the water from? Can we find out here? Yes. Here you can see clouds and the rain is pouring down. Some rainwater flows into the river, isn't it? Some rainwater flows into the river. The water from the river goes to the sea and oceans. Some rainwater collects over the ground to form lakes and ponds. Some rainwater goes under the ground as groundwater. Sometimes it comes out in the form of water springs. To use the water stored under the ground, we dig wells, bore wells, and tube wells. So the rain flows down, the rainwater flows to the river, and from river it goes and joins the sea and ocean. Some rainwater is stored on the ground, forming small ponds or small lakes. Some rainwater, what happens? It goes below the ground. And to use the water stored under the ground, what we do? We dig wells. Some we dig bore wells and some we have tube wells at home. The water that we use every day is called fresh water. It comes from rivers, ponds, lakes, streams, wells, and so on. We cannot use water from seas and oceans. It is very salty. Instead, we use the fresh water for drinking, for bathing, for washing, and for cooking. In cities, people use tap water for their daily use. Tap water comes from wells, ponds, rivers, lakes, and wells. In villages, people may use tap water or they use water from wells, rivers, streams, or lakes directly. They also use hand pumps. Should we use river or pond water directly for drinking? No, because it contains dirt and mud. Sometimes the water looks clean to our eyes, but it may have germs in it. To use this water for drinking, we need to boil first. Boiling makes the water fit to drink. Nowadays, water purifiers are used to make the water fit for drinking. Let's take a quick recap. First, we saw all living things need water to live, and we all get water from different sources. The main source is rain, and the water from rain is called rainwater. Rainwater goes to rivers, ponds, lakes, wells, streams, and waterfalls. These are called water bodies. We cannot drink sea and ocean water because it is very salty. Trees get water from rain, animals get water from river, ponds, lakes, streams and waterfalls, whereas we get water from wells, rivers, lakes, ponds and waterfalls. Water from these sources come to our house through taps and pipelines. Then we saw there are two types of sources of water. They are natural and man-made or artificial sources. Natural sources contain rain, river, pond, lake, ocean, sea, spring and waterfall. Whereas man-made are well, borewell and tube well. Then we saw how the water flows from the rainwater. It joins the rivers and goes to the oceans and seas. Then it also stays on the ground forming lakes and ponds. Some water goes down deep to the ground and this groundwater is taken up by us through borewells, wells and tube wells. The water that we use every day is called fresh water. In cities, we use tap water. In villages, we normally use hand pumps or we also use tap water and we otherwise directly use wells, rivers, streams or lake water. Then we even saw the lake, the pond water is not that safe for drinking because it might look clean but it is never clean. It has a lot of germs in it. So what we have to do? We have to first boil the water, then it is ready to use. Otherwise, nowadays we get water filters and water purifiers which are used to make water fit for drinking. I hope, my dear students, this topic, water everywhere, is now clear to you all. Thank you for watching. Let me wind up this video by teaching you one good habit.
Rise early in the morning.